Mr. Kenny Wallace. I want to thank all of you for working for me. And congratulations, Mr. Chair. And now we're going to go over to you.
I go get water.
All right. Congratulations, Kenny. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lori. All right, so moving along with the agenda, we have more elections. The next election is for first vice chair. And the floor is now open for nominations for the office of first vice chair.
I nominate Marilyn Anglin.
A nomination is made for Marilyn Anglin.
I second.
Add a second if you wish to. All right. Are there any other nominations? Get the gentleman back.
I would like to nominate Jim Bell.
Jim Bell.
But it has to be a woman.
Oh, clarification.
Is,
The first vice chair has to be a woman.
No, that's not correct. That is not correct.
Read the bylaws.
It's the person after the first chair.
The bylaws. According to the bylaws, the first vice chair. The chair is a male, it alternates, is it? Yes.
Mr. Chairman, may I be?
Yes, I recognize you.
The rules state that the first vice chair and the second vice chair have to be opposite gender. That it does not matter which is which.
Okay, clarification, so opposite gender. Okay, so. Right. So there was a nomination for Jim Bell.
correct. Is there a second?
Second's not needed, so we have two nominees, Marilyn Anglin and Jim Bell. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? For a third time, are there any other nominations?
I make a motion that we close nominations.
Okay, makes a motion.
I second.
And seconded, the nominations cease. Questions? We have more than one nominee.
What does the first vice chair do?
Supports the chair, basically.
And they are also, if the chair is not present, they can
Oversee the
committee. They're the spare. Okay, so we have more than one nominee. We're going to do the same thing as we did before. Allow the nominees to do a 1-minute speech in order of the way they were nominated, if they wish to.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, I'm sorry. If they wish to. So Marilyn, would you like to give a speech? No. You don't have to, you don't have to. Yeah. Well, if you do give a speech, we will need you to come to the mic. Here you go, pick the word and
Like an ice cream cone. Is that what it's
All right, that's not close. I will support all the committees that, what they're doing, and I'll support the chair and anything else that I need to support. Thank you.
Tell us about yourself.
all right, and would Jim Bell like to give a speech?
Thank you. My name is Jim Bell, and for the last couple of years, I've been your outreach chairman. And I spent a lot of time with a lot of our committee members trying to help people get elected. And we took 6,000 new people that had moved to Pulaski County. The Victory Committee gave us a list. And we called or wrote 6,000 people to ask them to please register as Republicans in Pulaski County. And this was a long ordeal that several of our committee members worked on, which we appreciate. What I have learned doing what I do, I've been a mortgage banker for a long, long time, and I've been heads of many companies. What I've learned is it takes people in this room to get things done. Just like Richard mentioned earlier, there are a lot of folks in this room that can help us with various committees go out and find people to run and beat some of these Democrats. There are a lot of Democrats that are very vulnerable, and if we can find out who those are and not waste our time on the wrong ones, because there are people that you can beat, and there are areas of this town Republicans are not going to beat. So the key is we get together, y'all help us, and this next time around, let's do better. When I joined this committee 2 years ago, there were 240 people on the roster. We're down to 150 or less. That's not okay. I've brought 17 people myself to this group. If everybody in here brought 2 people, there'd be a huge amount of folks in this room. And I'm willing to help any of you that want to help me. So thank you.
We're going to do the same election as we did before. We're going to hand out ballots to those that have wristbands. With the people who previously did that, please let's go back. We're going to need you some more. There was one, and who else was officers that were involved in handing out ballots?
Becky,
Want me to help hand out ballots?
Sure, absolutely.
Are we using the same one or different? Sorry.
All right. Raise your hands if you have a green wristband. You get 1 ballot. You write down the first name, 1 name. You're writing down the name, put them in the ballot box. Goes through the same counting process as before. Yes, Kelly?
Is it possible that we could know the ballot count and then we just, the winner was, we could know what the count was for the chair
Let me inquire about that.
and or any other office that we're voting on tonight, please?
I'll find that information out for you.
Thank you.
The ballot count.
Okay, while we're waiting, regarding the question earlier on the vote count, as I understand it, it's basically up to the candidates that they want to decide that, you know, I myself don't the interest of time. Okay, well, I'm answering a question that was asked earlier, so I'll state it again. If both candidates agree to have the vote count and want to take the time to have that announced, do so. In the interest of time, I'm going to say no.
Well, you took the count, so you had to know what the count was.
Yes, but announcing the count, well, I mean,
It's like
this,
2 numbers.
yes, but, yeah. Because that's,
At the state meetings, they don't divulge the numbers. They did? I don't think so. I think they said it's always like one. The ballots were in the storm.
Well, regardless of what happened at another meeting, what I'm gonna have is, if both candidates are okay with stating the number of the votes, then we'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna leave it to the candidates to decide.
I'm okay.
And the only reason I'm not is mainly because it gives us some time, because it does take time to count.
Already unanimous.
Well, you already counted.
Yeah, it's like reading the numbers.
Wait, wait, and if the candidates want to appoint someone to watch the counts, they can do so. People that counted last time, they could back and count again. I was just saying that settle down because we haven't announced it. All right. Winner of the election for first vice chair for Pulaski County GOP is Marilyn Anglin. I asked again, would both candidates be okay with the count total or? No?
I don't care less, I don't care.
Neither of them care. Okay, well, since neither of them yes and no, I'll go ahead and say Marilyn Anglin received 65 votes. As Jim Bell received 47 votes. There's a vote count for vice chair. Right. Moving along to the next position for election is second vice chair. And per the rules, this will be the opposite gender of the first vice chair. Okay. The floor is now open for nominations for the office of second vice chair.
I'm standing to nominate Walter.
Walter Stormer has been nominated.
Second.
Second. Thank you, sir. Are there any other nominations for second vice chair?
I nominate Jim Bell.
Jim Bell has been nominated for second vice chair. Okay, Jim Bell has withdrawn his nomination for second vice chair. We have one nominee for second vice chair, Walter Stormer. Are there any other nominations for second vice chair? Second time, are there any other nominations for second vice chair?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we close nominations and elect Walter by acclamation since there's no.
I'll ask this third time just to be sure. Any other nominations? Okay, Steve Biggin has made a motion to make nomination cease.
And that we elect Walter by acclamation.
That Walter be elected by acclamation.
I second the motion.
Seconded. Anglin gets a second there. All right. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations, Walter Stormer, you're second vice chair.
I'm not going to make a speech, I just want to thank everybody in this room because I really do love each and one of you, each and every one of you. And that includes you, AJ. And just want to say thank you.
All right, thank you, Walter. All right, moving along in this agenda here.
I thought you were leaving.
The next position up for election is for secretary. Secretary of the county. Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to nominate Jill Eanes.
Jill Eanes has been nominated for secretary. All right.
What?
Well, all right. Are there any other nominations for secretary? I'm sorry. Ma'am, you made the motion. Could you state the name?
Ginger Griffin.
Ginger Griffin. That's okay, that's me. Are there any other nominations for secretary? And for a third time, are there any other nominations for secretary?
Mr. Chairman, I move we close nominations and elect by acclamation.
Okay. Steve Finnegan has made nominations, closed nominations, elect by acclamation. Cory has seconded. All right, are there any discussion? All right, it's proper motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations, Jill Eanes.
I can call my daddy. I can call my daddy.
Moving right along, the next position we have, this committee is for treasurer.
I can
Floor is now open for nominations for the office of treasurer. Yes, sir.
I'll go my factor come back.
talking to the gentleman in the back. Sir, say your name.
It hurt my ears.
Mercy Johnson. I'm sorry, what was your name, sir?
Jarvis.
Jarvis. You'll learn.
Take you a minute.
Are there any other nominations for treasurer? Second time, are there any nominations for treasurer? Third time, are there any nominations for treasurer?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we close nominations and elect by acclamation.
Again, it's move to close nominations.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Kay. Any discussion? There's none. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I say aye.
Congratulations.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Yes, sir.
We all know Walter, he stood up, but can the others stand up so we know who they are too? Yes, please. Thank you.
Moving along, the next position we have is for the position of election commissioner has one. This was the first, we have 2 election commissioners that we're able to elect, so we're electing 1 election commissioner.
I'd like to nominate David Scott.
Second.
Nomination, what was the name?
David Sterling, nominating David Scott.
David Scott. Okay, Shirley knows David Scott. Who seconded that? Bill Stowers. Are there any other nominations for election
I
commissioner?
nominate Susan Meadors.
Okay. Susan Meadors has been nominated.
I'll second.
Walter is seconded. Are there any other nominations for election commissioner 1? Are there any other nominations? For third
I'll
time?
nominate Michael White.
Oh, there is a third nomination for Michael White for election commissioner position 1.